Man, what y'all think about reptilians, man? Because this is something that I keep hearing people talk about, like just the occult in general. Is becoming bigger and bigger by the day. It used to be taboo to talk about it, but let's see what they talking about with this reptilian shit, man.
It's not a flesh and blood human being like us.
Nah, I believe that though. I just don't know.
Whoa.
Everybody that we see walking around us is not a flesh and blood human being like us.
Nah, I believe that though. I just don't know who or
How do you tell?
Thermal camera.
Thermal camera?
They cold or something?
Facts. If you see somebody with that thermal camera and they not white hot and they blue, you know what time it is.
Reptilian. But what about people that ain't reptilian and shit? Like, ain't it like a whole list?
You look like you don't want to talk about that.
No.
Cause like
He said no.
then you know how you said the tall whites, they like a couple hundred years.
Yep.
But then there's motherfuckers that's way ahead of that too, right?
Who been here the whole time?
Those are reptilians?
Yes.
So those are the ones that's like dangerous for real.
I low-key heard that the reptilians are like one of the oldest species that's on the planet. Like the reptilians, if you look at the Bible and a lot of these other religious texts, they always talk about the serpent. They always talk about, you know, some type of reptilian. And you got the Nagas, you know, like, which is a half serpent, half man, I believe, being that's in Hinduism. But, you know, these serpents, reptilians, snakes, they have a lot of significance in a lot of spirituality, esoteric practices, religion. It's interesting.
Absolutely.
Well, everybody that are dangerous for us. Shit, if we behind.
Well, to certain groups, human beings are a resource on this planet to them.
So do you believe we created by them?
Absolutely.
And do you believe that's why like they don't want to like
Interface with us.
no, not even just that too, but like the media don't want to like say it's aliens here, this
Who
and that.
you think running these companies?
Mess up people religious.
Absolutely. But who you think running them same companies?
Them.
Yes.
They say disclosure is supposed to be coming. Like Stephen Greer saying that a lot.
Disclosure already happened. If you want to find the truth, everybody just look up Dr. Roger Lear and look up his project about hacking the alien internet. Because Dr. Roger Lear removed several alien implants out of people's bodies where the metal isotopes don't even exist on Earth. And some of the implants he tried to remove moved.
The fuck?
You can pull this right up. There's movies on it, there's documentaries on it. Rest in peace, Dr. Roger Lear. After he came public, he had a heart attack the same day. Facts.
Not a coincidence.
Not a coincidence.
So what's their purpose? Like they planet?
Yeah, they was already here.
He said this they planet.
They did some things with our DNA to create us.
So when we hear the stories in the Bible,
like,
when we hear the stories in the Bible, is that based off of them and they created us? And it's like, since they created us, they got our God. Like when they say serpents, could that be the reptilians? Like
Absolutely, that's what that means. Representation of them. Facts.
Just talking about that.
And then what do we do? We blame the sin of the whole world on the female. And that ain't just
Damn, that shit was deep. He said we blame the sin of the whole world on the female. Isn't that kind of weird how in the Bible that's how the story went? They said Eve finessed Adam into eating from out the garden after God told them not to. They said that Eve was the one that was really trying to do it. You know, Adam was kind of skeptical, but Eve was able to, you know, convince Adam to eat from this garden of truth that they say. And when that happened, God was upset, and that's when they realized that they were naked. They seen the truth, or they seen, I guess, the truth that they wasn't ready for, that God didn't want them to know. And that's what they say that sin is based off of. A female that was able to finesse a man into doing something that God told them not to do. That's what they try to say.
Suspicious to nobody.
But they don't got females or something?
Well, just think about it in the grand scheme of things. They blame sin.
I mean, it's on both. It's like the female got finessed and then she finessed him, but it's like y'all both did and y'all was told not to.
Jesus never even seen the New Testament. He taught from the Dead Sea Scrolls. So
the serpent tricked the female tricked the man, or the serpent convinced the female to disobey God, and the female convinced the male to disobey God. That's what they say the story is. And I don't know, it's just interesting. And then it's like they don't got no quotes in the Bible that's from any women, or like in any religious books, and I don't know all of them, but you got the Quran, you got books like that. There's no, to my knowledge, I don't know any religious books that have any quotes, anything said from a woman. Or I think they said, I don't know.
the Bible, the most original Bible is the Ethiopian Bible. American public has never even seen that book. We only see the King James Version, the Schofield Bible, things like that, where they use those books as instruments of control. Because all of the esoteric knowledge has been sequestered by certain groups, and they keep us with one set of science, they use the other.
Sequestered.
How you feel about like the teachings, Rashad Jamal? Yeah.
When it comes to niggas who catch pedophile charges, everything that they say, I don't even listen to. Because horny guys finish last. Point blank, period.
What exactly? You know exactly what he got locked up for? Cause I know
Yeah.
exactly.
He had a little kid testify against him. You can't beat that.
Cause I ain't really know the details, but I know I was talking to, I forgot who it was. It's a guy that ain't even like him, but he's basically saying like they do that to they people type shit. Like it was another guy that is it Malachi York or something?
Yeah, my whole thing with this is though, like, the most slaps on the wrist that you see in the criminal justice situation is crimes against women and children. They repeat offenders and shit like that. And you got a testifying witness, you're going down every time.
So the shit with Malachi York,
Pedophiles over with.
yeah, they say he had like a whole compound,
Yeah, so when you see guys who...
like a cult basically.
Yeah, when you see guys who get involved in the occult and they use it to oppress people, there's no sympathy for them.
So what are they getting out of that? Like, you know how the Bohemian Grove, like they say they be doing that with the children and getting adrenaline.
I remember Ab Soul had a song that was called Bohemian Grove. That's on the Control System. I used to be playing that shit a lot.
The clone, something like that. Like, what are they essentially doing for real?
The scripture says, make sacrifices to us and worship us, and we will do your bidding, and we will reward you with riches and power. These people all had riches and power.
What scripture? You said the Bible?
In the Bible, for sure.
Who's saying that in the Bible? Like, make sacrifices to who?
Well,
Because I know in the Old Testament days, I guess people still make sacrifices, but
Right.
like they saying like to God, to
making it to the fallen angels, which are demons. It's an old story, bro, and
basically worldly beings.
absolutely,
Fallen
same thing, bro. Because in all ancient civilizations who had gods or deities, they all wanted child sacrifice, and in exchange for that, they got rewarded with shit. Look at them guys. Malachi York was rich.
Where can you draw the line, right? Sometimes we see that like people are big into astrology,
Right.
and a lot of people have said that is a teaching from a fallen angel.
Yeah, so that's why I tell people,
Who the fuck said that?
you have to find your own interpretation of things, because all of the esoteric knowledge that helps people is considered witchcraft in the Christian Bible.
Right.
But
Right. Because me personally, y'all know me, you know what I'm saying? I studied astrology for years. I've studied Vedic astrology more. Specifically, I be doing readings. I be doing my little clips on astrology. Astrology really helped me a lot, just in my life to really find my purpose and really, really understand on a deep spiritual level why I do certain things, why certain things in my life are a certain way, what's my path, what's in store for me in the future, what are some things I can be better at, improve on, things to watch out for, tips around finance, money. Like, bro, you could use astrology for so much shit. You can use it to heal yourself. You can use it to combat your anxiety, depression. And he's right. In the Bible, they look at stuff like that like it's like witchcraft. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I seen this shit really, really work and really, really unfold in real life with my own eyes. I seen this astrology shit really work. So it's just, I don't know. It's kind of interesting how people kind of look at it. Christians, how they look at it, because it's like that shit really does heal for real though. And it's like, I feel like the mainstream astrology that's, when people be talking about, oh, I'm a Taurus, I'm a Aquarius, I'm a Aries, that type of astrology, the Western astrology, I feel like a lot of that, they put a lot of, weird shit in that. But when you really study the real ancient astrology from like ancient India, I'm talking about Vedic astrology. When you really study that and you really start to learn about the deities and the stories and the connection with the stars and everything, if you really can understand that, because you got to be, me personally, I feel like you got to be spiritual on a certain level to even be able to take in that type of information and actually be open to it. But if you open to it, you going to see that shit and you going to see the whole picture. Like, damn, a lot of shit is going to start to make more sense. So me personally, I feel like astrology, numerology, a lot of these esoteric sciences were made and were put on this planet to help us understand, to help us grow, to help us see, what's beyond the surface. And it's just interesting that this same tool that can be used to probably help thousands of people is looked at as witchcraft.
So where do you draw the line?
That's what makes me scared to even
Right, because God ain't write that book. The Bible we all reading was created by King James, who had several gay boyfriends, killed his own mother to become king. After he edited the Bible, he had a series of books called Demonology. He was demon possessed when he did this whole process. That's the whole thing about this. All of the people we see winning with fucked up lifestyles, they made covenants with demons. So facts.
What's the end?
Somebody told me some shit like that too, man. Shit. It was like, I don't even want to say that shit on camera. I was about to say some crazy shit, but nah, man, he telling facts.
Go for them.
Oh, the end goal for them is eternal damnation, because people who walk in the light have to wake up and stand on business, because without that, they want to enslave us and our children. And us as men, we always revolt. Even back to the Sumerian tablets with the Anunnaki, we revolted. That's why they left us here.
Like Elon Musk a human?
He's a human being.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a human being.
You believe him? He be saying he don't have no knowledge on aliens? Even though he one of the main people that put shit in the sky?
This is what they do in the private sector. They use etymology against people. Etymology is pretty much playing on words.
Spells.
You cannot call something alien that's been here before we have. The word is extra dimensional.
So are we
He
aliens?
can always say, yeah, I have no knowledge of aliens. But nobody asks him about extra dimensionals.
Extra dimensionals.
Point blank period.
I heard it
because he's acknowledged that UFOs exist.
Extra dimensionals.
But people ask him about aliens.
They reverse engineer a lot of stuff.
There's a company called Tuttle. Tuttle is a crypto company that is putting reverse engineered alien technology on the blockchain. It's getting publicly traded. You can pull it up right now. Tuttle.
Where do all these or I'm sorry, I think the better question would be so do these people still live day to day, like you could be one, he could be one?
Yeah, they walk among us. They live normal lives.
And every species, like the Nordic group and the reptilians, they still walk among us?
All of them.
It's probably on Komodo dragons.
They all walk among us, bro. Shout out my boy, shout out Robert Bigelow. And Bigelow Aerospace is here in Nevada. He was the first person who even brought this up to us because he spent $20 million of his own dollars at Skinwalker Ranch researching information. And he said that the information that he got, the government wouldn't let him release it. So he kept his information. He paid his own tab and paid them back. Kept it for himself. You know, there's a guy named Ben Rich who runs Lockheed Martin Skunk Works. He said we already have the technology to take ET home. It's locked in the black budget projects, so it never benefit humanity.
They say they keep them private so you can't FOIA request it.
Yeah. So they put all of this type of stuff into private organizations and private companies. That's why Elon Musk was giving Donald Trump $47 million a month to win the election because the Democrats wasn't going to let him go to Mars. If you want to get some of this reverse engineered tech for your company, you got to put your people in power. And that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they did that with Palantir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Years ago to invest in that. And I ain't going to lie, he never really explained why. But
damn.
He told me, like, trust me, little bro, like, do it.
Yeah, see,
and I did.
Back in the day, when Palantir first came out, yeah, like that stock is 1,000x now.
Yeah, like, let me see.
1,000x. So that means $100,000 would have got you $10 million.
And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even putting nothing crazy because I still made thousands.
You made cheese.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Palantir and kind of the face scanning that they're doing, tracking us everywhere we go?
I feel like that all of that technology is the precursor to AI robotic overlords.
What the fuck is that?
What made you say?
What the fuck is an AI overlord? I thought he was gonna say a warlord. Bro. Yeah, man. There you guys have it, man. Do y'all believe in reptilians? I know a couple things about reptilians that I may not talk about on camera. But make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you comment on this video. Please, if you want more topics like this, put it in the comment section as well. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click the post notification bell. Till next time, stay safe out here, man. There's a lot of different creatures and aliens and shit walking around, nigga.